However, I would like to point out here, before Meiji Revolution, in the last Edo period, there was advanced preparation of education. The typical one is Terakoya, private elementary and junior high schools in the Edo period. All over Japan, for boys and girls ages 7 to 14 years old, no village or town was without a Terakoya. Tokugawa shogunate government did not control education. You can see in this picture a lady teacher for boys and girls. When you look at the picture here, probably this Terakoya is very, it's kind of a playground for young age boys and girls. But different Terakoya, of course, taught different ways and more higher contents in lessons. Terakoya attendance rate in Edo, now Tokyo City, during 1848 to 1854 was estimated to be around 70 to 86%, with about 1,500 Terakoya. Nationwide male literacy was around 40% and 51%. Female literacy was around 15 and 21%, with about 15,000 Terakoya for a total Japanese population around 30 million in the last period of Edo, which indicates a very high literacy rate. Compared to Western counterparts such as major cities of England, 20 to 25% in 1837, France 1.4% in 1917, 93, Moscow 20% in 1920. In Terakoya, what are the subjects? The 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, that are namely Chinese characters, kanji, calligraphy, and abacus use. Geography of Japan, biography of historical persons, famous epistles that are used for real life. Japanese and Chinese history books, the 9 Chinese classics, term poetry, and a collection of 100 waka, Japanese poems, and essays in idleness by Buddhist priest Yoshida Kenko, and the Tale of Genji, and others. Those are the major items taught to the boys and girls in Terakoya. In the right-hand side, you see a beautiful handwriting by the very famous Japanese Buddhist priest Kukai. His writing was one of, or his writing was very much appreciated in Japanese history. Now, I want to discuss about a Japanese curiosity and hard work. Many people, except Japanese, looking at Japanese, that Japanese has strong curiosity and Japanese hard worker. Why? And I tried to find out the answer. It was very difficult, but I found some clue of answering to the question. The answer was found in the Christian missionaries and Protestant persons who came to Japan and reported to the Vatican and also to the major churches in Western society. religious war between Catholics and Protestants during the 16th and the 17th centuries, which pushed the Portuguese missionary came to Japan in 1543, when the missionaries brought in guns, Japan, which I already introduced. Among those Portuguese and Spanish missionaries, Francis Xavier came to Japan in 1549. Then in 1639, embargo Portuguese 1639. The many Catholic missionaries of Portuguese, Spanish, and Italian came to Japan. I'm going to quote the Xavier. The Xavier of the Jesuits reported the Vatican. The Japanese are the most superior people to other non-Christian people who have a sense of honor and no sense of shame regarding poverty. They have strong potential to become good Christians. Jan van Linschoten, who edited many reports on Japan, said the following in 1596. Japan is a cold country where the people eat rice, no milk, fish and birds by hunting. They live in neat houses, wear silks but of plainer taste than the Chinese. They quickly learn new things and are friendly. The most heavy punishment to samurai is harakiri, disembowelment, and enforced suicide. That indicates the strong nature of the people. Their manners and customs, the way of preparing food, their concept of beauty, etc., are quite different from those of other people. They are rich in silver mining, of which wealth goes to buy tea jars, small scroll drawings, antiques for a tea ceremony, and urns, etc. Voracious appetite for knowledge. In their report, 30 years after Xavier's visit, Alessandro Varignano, the chief executive of the Jesuit, came to Japan and admitted the Japanese are not inferior to Europeans if it requires capacity for morality and study. I do not know any other peoples who are superior to the Japanese.